Go. Hey guys, Dreadbane joined by Sapphire, and we've got a special cast here between Rake, the Protoss player, and Elwar, the random player, and on Metalopolis. So, Seth, what are we in store for?
Yeah, we've got the finals here of the Whirlpool tournament that was carried out over the weekend, and the Whirlpool tournament is, for those of you who don't know, Whirlpool is one of the biggest forums in Australia, and Rake organises a tournament, and he's made it through to the final, and they ran a bunch of tournaments in beta, and this is the first Whirlpool tournament of release. So yeah, really excited. This is the finals that we're casting here, and Rake is a pretty well-known Protoss in Australian circles, and Elwar is always exciting to watch because he's a random player. So really excited about this match. Not sure what to expect out of random players who are just so creative, and like we saw with Filthy and the Trans Tasman, who is just totally crazy and totally inventive. So I'm really excited to see Protoss versus random, and Rake's just opening with a really early scout here, and their positions are really close in Metalopolis. So unlike cross positions on this map, and he's just scouting him now and picking him up. But unlike cross positions, you can really basically degenerate into big free for alls in the middle of this map. So it'd be really interesting to see what both players open up with here.
Yeah, Elwar did spawn as Terran, so and one of the games we casted on this actually ended with a huge planetary fortress party in the bottom right expansion between them. So I'm personally hoping we're going to see something like that because that was an absolutely epic game. I love those planetary fortress, but of course they're so, they're so specific in where they need to be. So that's just what I would like to see, but we'll have to sit and wait to see what they've got in store.
Yeah, interesting choice here by Elwar, not walling off, even though he's up against a Protoss, so he's obviously not afraid of defending his ramp here. I don't know if I agree with it. I really prefer Terrans who wall off and just control that. I mean, and not only does it mean that you can defend really easily, but you can just deny another scout coming in. This scout will be denied once the Marines are out, but unless he positions really nicely with Marines on this ramp, he'll be able to get more scouts in his base. So I don't really like this positioning by Elwar, but by the same token, by having it a lot closer to his base, it means that he doesn't lose that little bit of time going out towards his ramp there. So it's an interesting choice, but so far looks pretty standard from both players. Just one barracks into gas here for Elwar, so not looking for a huge infantry build. And Rake's not two gating here, he's going straight into Cyclone, and he got that first gas online early and then the second gas online now. So looking like he might consider some kind of heavy tech build unless he throws down more gateways to pump out Stalkers at this point, and that first Stalker's been chrono boosted, but I'm not sure what Rake's going to go here, whether he's going to throw down more gateways and just go for a timing attack push with gateway units, or whether he's actually going to tech up. So really curious to see what Rake's going to throw down here.
Yeah, with most places, of course, you can just climb around the back with blink. So we might see some crazy blink action if he goes that far. We'll have to see because he's walking out with this Stalker now, seeing what he can do against these Marines. But there's 4 Marines hanging out on this cliff here, so it's not going to happen at all for this Stalker, unfortunately. It'll be good if he doesn't get taken out, but we'll have to see what Elwar's response to this, or what Rake actually does if he's got another gateway coming out now, and he's just building a sentry actually, so not complete mass Stalker quite yet. So yeah, not exactly a mass rush build. He's building a robotics facility though, so yeah, we'll have to see what Rake's got in mind.
Yeah, he did throw down that second gateway, so he's two gating into Robo, so I really like that. And especially getting that early gas on it means that even though he is spending his minerals really heavily, the extra gas means he can build a sentry, and as well as getting that early Stalker who is just basically harassing, making sure there's no fast expand going on there and doubling as a scout. So I like that play, but Elwar's got this factory on really quickly here. He's got two barracks into relatively fast factories, so I'm imagining we're going to see a bit of metal here. And we're already seeing Siege Tank coming on, so Siege Tank research as well going down, which he was saving for. So this is really reasonably strong metal play here, but it's pretty similar from both players. I mean, we've got 3 gates, with the third gateway coming now into Robo and the robotic space, so he's looking at Immortal Colossi at this point versus 2 racks into Factory. So it's going to be metal versus either Immortals or Colossi. I would expect Immortals just to deal with tanks, but we'll see what Rake's choice is. And he's throwing down that sneaky proxy pylon in the middle of the map. I know you love your proxy pylon, so we'll see how effective that's going to be.
I do love me some proxy pylons. That is not the sneakiest thing I've seen though. I like the ones in the back of the base or just crazy business. But you know, that'll have to do for the moment. He'll have to I wonder if one of them will actually try and make claim to this bottom expansion where this proxy pylon actually is, because it is right in the middle of them. Neither of them actually expanding quite yet. They're quite happy to sit in their base. Elwar is actually supply blocked for the moment, so not much is coming out for him right now. But he's moving out with these siege tanks and marines to this middle, and this pylon isn't going to last very long at this rate. But,
It's going to be a sad day for this proxy pylon if he goes for the ramp here. And these ramps are just so suited to Terran. They can just